I've been reading these books lately. Is the Ancient Secret of Flower of Life, both volumes. And after I finished that, the thunder, right after I finished the last chapter, oh my god, it really hit me that, oh my god, I've been watered down so much that I forgot of my nature. Literally forgot my nature about Indigo Child. It explains about Indigo Child. The whole book I was reading, right? I thought like, oh, really? Do this, do that, do this, do that. But at the same time, before this, I also have been telling my followers about the fact that being spiritual is not about textbooks, because it comes naturally for me, right? And then because I finished the book, so this morning I was like trying to find different book to read, and I found this book about dream, right? And then I checked the titles for every chapters on the page. Every chapters of it, right, about dreams, I've done it way before I read the book. I've done it naturally. Let me share this with you. So it really explains that if you're surrounding yourself with people who's not like you, it's doing harm to you rather than just need a company to be around with. You know what I'm saying? It's doing harm for you. Okay, it's better off you being alone, firm on your foundation, right? You know who you are, stand there, straight, bold, do you, before these people come into your life and crowd your head, water you down and everything, and you forgot about yourself. That's what happened to me. Okay, so after I finished the book, right, I thought like, oh my god, yeah, right, Indigo children, that shit exists. That shit is a thing. It's a mutant. It's a hybrid generation. Okay, after this video, I'm gonna post you another video about like Indigo children description and whatsoever, right? After I read the dream book, it reminds me of my situation last time, my experience last time when I was talking with my spiritual. So she was my ex-boss. She's spiritual. She's this kind of person who go to workshops to be spiritual. And then one day we talk, and I told her how I'm spiritual too. She's a bit weirded out by me, because how come you're spiritual but you don't meditate? Yes, that's one thing. And because last time, it was like 2 years ago, I don't meditate, but I am spiritual. I've been having all these dream, astral projection, astral lucid dreaming and all that shit. I've been doing that way before I know about spiritual. Actually in my blood, honey. Okay, so my friend was like, maybe she was in position that she isn't aware of Indigo children. I mean, if you read The Ancient Secret, The Flower of Life, yes, they literally include Indigo children in the end of the chapter, because it says something about like, you know what I'm saying, as above so below thing. It's like cockroach. By the time you get immune to the poison, right? So you have to keep doing redo new poison to kill them, right? Same like human, right? It's like human mutant its own DNA to fight AIDS. So they have a study that says that a big amount of kids DNA, the new generation, the next generation, have different DNA. It's like hybrid. It's a fucking mutant. Okay, it's like when you keep falling sick, right, your immune system will mutant itself to become more powerful than before. You know what I'm saying? So it's like biology thing. So why I want to mention it, because I want to tell you the harm ignorant people can do on innocent people, and harm innocent people gets if you surround yourself with ignorant people. Okay, like I said, I say on my thread, I wrote there like talking to ignorant people is like talking to a snap turtle. You talk and they just want to bite back, because anything to them is an attack. When they feel attacked because of the limited belief challenge, they're gonna try to attack you back, hurt you back. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let me come back again from this first story. All right, so it was beyond my spiritual friend limited belief that how come you don't go to all these workshops but you're still spiritual? So she makes a conclusion that she said this to me. She's like, yeah, it's easy for young people nowadays. You have internet, you're easy to study things. You know what I'm saying? It's easy for you. But I'm like, bitch, I don't need internet to do spiritual. I never search. That time, my TikTok is not like now. My FYP is filled with spiritual content. But last time, my FYP is just dancing TikTok video, right? And if she's saying things about spiritual, I never search anything about spiritual. I search things about astrology, yes, but so she's just trying to comprehend. Why is it so hard to say that, oh my God, so you're younger than me? Because she's like 40 something, I think. You're younger than me. You don't need to go to spiritual schools. You don't have to meditate, and you're born spiritual. You're naturally just spiritual. Yeah, duh. What's so hard to understand from the situation? She has to make sense, but that's the thing about ignorant people. When you challenge their limited belief, they be like, they're trying to make stupid excuse just to make themselves feel better that I'm still on top, I'm still on top. Because she was talking about like when you meditate, you see colors. And I said, yeah, I see colors. If I close my eyes, yes, I see colors. I thought everyone see colors. And she was like taken aback. But anyways, thanks to her, she gave me this sticker. So a few days ago, I'm like, okay, I'm bored. Give me something, right? And then I saw this sticker on my bottled water. I'm like, oh, great. The first book, spiritual book I've read is Ra Material, about Ra. They're discussing with Ra, the multidimensional being. And then the second and third book was this one, a few days ago. I saw it and I'm like, oh yeah, I saw that book. And then I read the book, both volumes, right? And then after I finished the book, I'm like, wait a minute. First, I take it as I literally was so humble because I forgot who I was. Because people in my surrounding, including my parents, are trying so hard to suppress whatever I was. Whatever I am, they're trying to hide it from myself. But they cannot hide it enough. The fact that me being me left impact on them. Because at one point, so it's not childhood, it's adulthood already, right? Like a few years ago, right? And they lose something, right? And then they call me like, hey, can you help me find my things? You're very good at this. So she has that shit, like it left impact in her memory that my daughter has always been, can see things. It's effortless for me. I have my reputation around people. I'm rebellious. I'm stubborn. I always challenge people. And I always known around my family, especially my parents who watched me growing up, who raised me up from children to adult. They know the fact that when we lose things, she's the one. She's the one who always found things back. Wherever we put things, she always know where it is. But because I know energy, bitch, because I am sensitive to energy, that I can fucking walk in the room and I'm like, it's there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I was like with them and I'm like, there's an insect there. You know what I'm saying? It's like small insect that nobody cares about, nobody knows of its presence. I literally was like, there's a bug there. Because energy, bitch, I'm very sensitive to energy. Ignorant people are not used to this kind of thing. When I read that book, The Ancient Secret of Flower of Life, that book was published in 90 something. It's for parents. It's for parents to learn that indigo children is coming to the planet. Indigo children, crystal children, rainbow children. There's like starting from 90s onwards until now, more hybrid coming into this planet to raise the vibration of the earth. Because you guys are so behind, I swear to God, you need a hand. But they have no information about that. They have no knowledge about that, right? They have no idea. They didn't read this kind of book, right? Now, I'm a fucking adult and I found this book and I read. I thought it's for me. But after I reached the end chapter, I learned that, oh my God, wait, they are preparing. This book is to prepare my parents for me. I'm the Indigo kid. I'm the Indigo. I'm a fucking adult now, honey. The first early chapters when they're talking about the history of human, history of Earth and whatnot, okay, that was for me because I need to learn that too. Even though, like, bitch, like I said this on my other account that spiritual is natural, okay? It's okay if you don't have the access to material, learning materials, textbooks about spiritual and whatnot. Don't bother. If it's in your body, if it's your calling, it's your spirit guide, we'll let you know that bitch, this is your path. Okay, you're not meant to be this basic and whatsoever. You're not ignorant. Okay, let's go. That's me. That's my case. I've been through so much trouble growing up with ignorant people. First, like I said, because my parents have no knowledge about indigo children. They thought, what the fuck is going on with my kid? Like, they so don't have extra knowledge. They so don't have different perspective on how to look at it, how to deal with it, that they take kid as in like, fuck that shit. Fuck whatever she is. Ignore it. Let's mold her into whatever we want her to be, into whatever we believe in. We don't learn from our kid. Our kid learn from us. That's so ignorant. But yeah. Okay, and this kind of led me to this thing where I've been saying, like, all these ignorant people, you know what I'm saying, they have this belief that when you see a kid doing great, right, you have to give trophy to the parents for it. Oh my god, who's the parents, oh my god, you have a great parent. Bitch, if I do well in my life, give the credibility to me, because bitch, you can let me put you in my shoes, and you have stupid parents. Okay, you're gonna be stupid because you don't have the awareness that I have. It's because the kid have the awareness that they are acting right. You can have a fucking polite, respectful parents. You can have the dumbest parents ever. And then if you don't have the self-awareness inside you, you're just gonna be like, damn. Ignorant people are so obsessed with possession and whatsoever. It's like they tie themselves to other people's achievement. You know what I'm saying? Their achievement is upon other people's performance and whatnot. Okay, that was growing up with ignorant parent. All right, indigo child have to go through shits because we have the ability to bring it up again, because we feel every bone in our body, feel that shit, feel that pain. Okay, we don't forget that pain. Okay, that was parenting. How about I tell you about education system on earth right now is so fucked up. They don't know how to deal with indigo children. They don't know how to deal with differences. Okay, if the kid don't act like how we want them to act like, we punish them, we shun them for being themselves, we make them feel behind. That Doris Grammar, the spiritual speaker, she was saying that institution found her to discuss, like, okay, so there's indigo children, so for teachers, how are we gonna deal, how can we provide a learning system for these kids, because they're not like normal kids. I'm not like normal kids. I grew up going to school getting shunned by ignorant teachers at school are stupid as fuck. You think they use their brain for good? No, they're just a fucking robot. They don't use their brain, bruh. They literally copy paste whatever they were taught, and then they teach that to the student. And then when the student challenge their limited belief, they'll be like, did you just challenge me? I'm your idiot. I'm just gonna punch you. And they did. Maybe because the kids are indigo, maybe because they are autism, maybe because neurodivergent, maybe because ADHD. So we don't do school like other kids can do school. We don't do homeworks, and then we barely can focus in school because it gets too boring for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, our brain stimulated too much that we have so much thing to focus. Okay, if the classroom is too loud and noisy, okay, that shit like can affect us in different level compared to other kids, other normal kids. Okay, and then here comes these ignorant teachers who are like pitching me, like, you never do your homeworks, huh? And then shun me in front of everyone. Okay, you have to stand on your table. Stand on my fucking table? What did that teach me? What how come you embracing someone can teach that person thing? It didn't end there. Adult with no awareness is like literally trapped in adult body. How they handle to things are so stupid as fuck that one time I was in primary school, which makes me like I was 9 or 10 years old or 11 years old. I can't remember, but I was around the age, right? And then my school teacher, he's dead now. He's passed away, but I hope he learned something from his action. He's supposed, right? So he made me stand up and other students stand up, and then he was mad about something, right? And because he's so dumb and ignorant that he don't know how to, you are a fucking adult. He's a fucking adult. He should know how to control his anger and whatnot. But to him, because he's ignorant, he was like, these kids are weak. They cannot do anything to me. So I'm just gonna fucking take this thick of a book and throw it in my fucking head. I was innocent. I didn't even know why he's so mad about whatever reason. He probably was like fighting with his wife at home, or maybe like he fucked up with his things. Okay. This is a person with a title, okay? He has title in his name. Haji, all this shit, like religion thing, taboo, right? And then he come through as a fucking like student figure, right? And then like he picked a few of us to stand up, right? Weak children, okay? I was 10 years old, 10, 9, 10, 11, like that, right? He made me stand up and he chose me out of everyone. He chose me. He smacked this thick of a book and my fucking head, like, bang, just like that. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with adult? Like, what did I do wrong to you? Did I did that to you that you need to do it back to me? No, I didn't. I was innocent. That's what happened when you're ignorant. That's why you have another ignorant teacher who's like, I told you to do your homework, but you didn't do your homework. So I'm just gonna pinch you. And then like she pinched me so bad. Bitch, I know this bitch. This bitch live in my neighborhood. I know her house, but because I'm not ignorant like her, I'm not gonna repeat that to her kids. I'm not gonna repeat that to her. But I tell you something. I ask God, teach her something, bitch. Oh God, I don't call God bitch, but teach that bitch something for doing harm to innocent people. Ignorant people do harm to innocents. That's what happened. Do you see what all this was doing? Because they're so ignorant. You know, when you are oppressed, your whole life being oppressed, you feel in your bone all these pains other kids are feeling. So being me, I choose to stand up for these kids. Like, stop being ignorant. Stop harming the innocent just because you are stupid. Okay? Like, what the fuck? So, oh my god, it's so pain in the ass dealing with stupid and being around stupid people. So I suggest, because I cannot talk to the stupid people, right? I cannot tell them, like, stop being stupid, because whatever I say to them, they're gonna feel like, it's a fucking attack. Did you just attack me? I'm just gonna fucking attack you back, right? But I cannot talk with this ignorant. So I'm gonna talk to people who can think better. If you can think better, like me, you have been oppressed before. You can think better. You have a fucking self-awareness. That's more important. You have self-awareness in you. So how about take this educational material, take this information as something that will motivate you to take yourself out, help yourself, take yourself out from that situation, from any ignorant situation. Take yourself out of it. Build a greater place for yourself. I'm not done yet with my stupid teacher story, okay? That teacher who pinched me because I didn't do my homework, she lived in the same neighborhood as me, right? So I was around like 6, 7, 8, 9 years old. Actually, I'm very bad at remembering how old I was, but I was around the age, like I was very young, right? A young kid, right? She said like, okay, I want you guys to write a paragraph about your hobby, what you do on the weekends or whatsoever. Okay, and then she picked me to stand up, right? Okay, Chantel, what do you do? What's your hobby? So I'm like, so I stand up and tell people like, I like to swim. And then she laughed at me. This is what happened to ignorant people, okay? She mocked me. She was like, where did you swim? In that big drain near your house? Girl screamed loud in my face that she has no awareness about the existence of membership, club membership. She literally screamed in my face that, oh, I don't know club membership exists. Bitch, how about, I told her, right? I'm like, I know my dad has membership, so my dad has membership at this hotel, so we go swimming every weekend. How about that? But you never have membership at any club? Like, do you not have this access to facility and whatnot? So you just like stay at your stupid neighborhood and like waiting for it. Okay, but why? You will have limited access to shit, right? Then why do you have to mock other people who? That's so stupid. Being around stupid people it's so tiring. Now, let me combine having a stupid parent and stupid teacher. All right. So we have a bring parent to school kind of day, right? And then the teacher will explain to your parents like, okay, this is her performance at school, why her results like this and whatnot, right? And then I was there present, right? They're talking about me, right? And then the teacher was exaggerating stories. Like, she was lying about shit to my dad. So I was like backing myself up, right? Because you're talking about me, but it's not right. So I'm just gonna correct you, okay? So I'm like trying to correct her. Like, hey, that's not me. Hey, I didn't do that, all that shit, right? And then like my stupid father, he didn't back me up. Bitch, you're talking about me. Is this stupid contest? Is this like stupid contest? Are we trying to see like who's dumber, the teacher or the father? Who's dumber? Because you guys are talking about me. I'm here, I'm present, but I cannot back myself up. And then you guys are talking false accusation on me, like, and then I'm not allowed to say shit about it. Like, hold the fuck up. I'm so done with ignoring people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have two people. Like, this one is accusing on my name, and then like this one is like scolding me for backing myself up. Like, shut up. Elderly's are talking. Bitch. You what elderly if you don't have brain? What elderly if you're so fucking ignorant? I'm like a fucking child with a brain here. You don't even let me talk for myself. You're talking what? Oh my god, I'm so done. So I'm like right now I'm telling you that it's so tiring if you ever like surround yourself ignoring people. But hey, don't lose hope, because you know what I'm saying, like being indigo, being a special children, a hybrid children, right? You have to go through all that shit because you're gonna speak for the rest. Whatever happened, I'm not saying that whatever I go through that other people don't go through just because I'm the chosen one, that they don't go through. They go through, but they don't have the brain enough to speak for themselves. They don't have that brain enough to remember all their memories so they can fight back, so that other people don't have to feel like that. They don't have that shit. They don't have that awareness. I do have that awareness. I was put through all this shit so that I could remember how it feels. And I know that how to solve that stupid problem. So that, guys, everyone with brain, get yourself out from this stupid pool, okay? Do you see now how when you surround yourself with ignorant people, all they do is killing your spirit? I was excited about school because I can learn and I can make friends, but then I was shunned for doing that. I was shunned for having too much fun. I was shunned for being too active, but then I am active kid. So what can I do by myself? It's your problem because you don't provide like learning system for this kind of kids. And then now it's my problem, and then now you're punishing me. Act right, bitch, right? And then I'm like, it's so hard. It's hard to be raised by stupid parents because they literally were like so dumb that they're like, you're so different. You're too different. You're too different from us. Oh, you cannot do that. That's not just right. We're just gonna force you to be something that you're not, okay? Fuck you. We don't care about you. I tell you what, it gets harder as you grow as an adult, because last time when you're a child, people don't really judge much. Projecting don't really matter, right? Even though like distorted parents make distorted kids, but it's still like when you're children, you still like can play and whatnot, right? I didn't really have bully. I was bullied more by adults than kids at school last time. But when I become adult, oh my god, it gets more challenging because people around me are like more I realized that, oh my god, I'm like 100% surrounded by ignorant people, like idiots everywhere. Even people around me who want to be my friend are idiots. This idiot girl, I'm gonna tell you a story about this idiot girl. Okay, when I go to college last time for diploma, I was in computer science, so everyone around me was like brain. They don't have time to be idiot. Everyone have brain, okay? But when I go to degree, when I go to work, I'm like, oh my god, all these idiot adults, they're so fucking dumb. And then like at one point, they make me feel like I'm dumb too, that I forgot that I'm not dumb. They make me forget that I'm not dumb, because being around them have watered me down so much that I forgot about myself. I forgot about what I'm capable of. I forgot about my capacity and whatsoever. All right. So by my schoolmate from degree to work, okay, oh my god, it was hell. It was hell. One of ignorant people characteristics are insecure. They're so ugly that they don't have the awareness to see their, they don't have the awareness, right? They're ugly, right? And they're like, they want to make everyone feels like you're ugly too, just because they're ugly. Like, shut the fuck up. Get some awareness or something. How about having friends who's competing with you when you don't even competing with them? How about you just expressing yourself and then they come to you and like, don't do that. That's embarrassing or whatnot. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Do you, bitch. Like, why the fuck you care about how I do myself? Like, that's not your fucking job. Your job is to do you. What the fuck is going on with you? So last time in my major was new media in School of Art. So we can take minor, right? So other people, all right, you can't be mad at me if I call you ignorant, because they go to school and they thought like they don't study for themselves, but they study to cater to society norm, right? So they were like, okay, we have to take minor. I was gonna say that if we take psychology, we can pass the exam. So everyone takes psychology, but me. I'm like, no, actually it's not just me, but there's like a few of us only who decide for ourselves that, oh, we don't want psychology, we want to study whatever we want to study, right? So I'm one of them. So I'm like, okay, now that I have this privilege to be in school, I'm just gonna go study English for professional, because you know what I'm saying, look at me right now, I'm like, right, I write a lot, right? So I'm like, let me just go take English for professional. And then because I am attracting, I have this ignorant friend around me, right? This stupid bitch next to me, this ugly bitch next to me, this insecure motherfucker next to me, right? She thought like, oh my god, you should just take EFP. Okay, I think I'm going to follow you, because yeah, I think I'm going to follow you. And then when she followed me, I swear to god, she was the pain in the fucking ass. She was like, if you don't come to tutor with me, I'm gonna rat you out. I'm gonna snitch. I'm not gonna tell you what fuck you. She kept going on with all this threatening game, like, if you don't come to class tomorrow, if you don't come to tutor tomorrow, I'm like, fuck you, do you, motherfucker. Like, why are you on my ass? Why are you on my back so much? Like, don't you have life to do? Because she cannot do her own life. She's a fucking insecure ugly who's like, I need her next to me. If I don't have her next to me, I'm gonna crumble. Ew. Did you see now how ignorant people like sabotaging themselves? By sabotaging themselves, they sabotage people around them too. So I'm like, first and foremost, I didn't ask you to join me. I didn't ask you to follow me around. And why the fuck do you think I care about all this stupid shit? But you know what I'm saying? Like, they know how to threaten you. They were like, I'm gonna tell the teacher that you didn't come today. You intentionally missed this class. Bro, I swear to god, if you're watching me right now, or I'm just gonna ask God to fucking give you some lessons so that you learn. But I cannot fully blame her, because God literally like put me with her, because she's like, okay girl, you take life so leisure, like you're so kind with everyone and whatnot. Because I was laughing off to all her ignorance, or all her innocent, all her insecure humor, because that shit is a humor to me. I'm like, okay, she's just a kid, you know, she's gonna learn over time. I'm saying, like, but then over time she becomes more severe. Her insecurity is more severe, her ugliness is more severe. She hates herself too severe that she want to make me feel that I should hate myself too, but I don't hate myself, bitch. We're not the same, bitch. You're insecure, you're ugly and whatnot, then it's your fucking problem. Then why you want to make that my fucking problem? Okay, now let me tell you about being around ignorant people are so sadist as fuck. Alright, so the story goes like this. So one time I saw an article on my Instagram feed. A schoolgirl crossing road, and then she paused midway and bowed to a car because the car stopped and let her pass. So she wanted to show her gratitude. She bowed. And people make a think about it. People joke about it. They make a think like, oh my god, she thought she's in Japan or something. She thought she's in Japan. She watched too much anime. She bowed to... She's not Japanese, she's Malay and whatnot. But bitch, hold the fuck up. Because my insecure friend, that insecure ugly bitch last time from school, okay, anyways, she was the one who's like, my company need an animator, so why don't you join us? Okay, so I joined her, right? Oh my god, I didn't know that. She was trying to drag me into her ugly pool again, right? Like, I escaped her from school, and then now, oh my, okay, so Indigo or kids like me, people with strong will mindset, okay, we do whatever we want. We want to express ourselves so bad that we don't give a fuck about people limitation and whatnot. Like, it don't apply on us. Like, if I want to do me, I do me, bitch, right? Okay, so sometimes I dance, I do TikTok dance and I post on my Instagram story, right? And then that shit, oh my god, she's on my back 24/7, making me that she needs to let me know that, girl, you should be ashamed of yourself acting like that. Like, bitch, just because you're ashamed of your whole existence doesn't mean that I have to feel the same like you. And then one time we went to a cafeteria, and then like I take the food from the vendor. I'm like, thank you. And then she was like this, and like, ew, what the fuck is that? Why don't you bow? You're not Japanese. Ew, that was so disgusting. I'm like, oh, girl, that she literally like screaming in my face that, oh my god, she is so ugly that she feels so threatened. She feels so offended by me just being me. Bitch, if I want to show gratitude to people by bowing down, okay, just because I am aware of this, you know what I'm saying? It's like natural. You watch anime or whatsoever, it's natural to lower yourself down to show gratitude to other people, right? Even in Malay culture, when you like, we don't handshake like this with Adeline and whatnot. We don't handshake just like that, bitch. This is not business shit. When you want to show our gratitude, we lower ourselves down, right? So what is your fucking problem if I want to do that? What is your fucking problem if I want to be Japanese? Why do you have to make it a deal? Why do you ignorant people like to make a fuss over nothing? And it adds chaos to life. When you let ignorant journalists make articles, they do article like that. And then this ugly bitch, I was in the car with her, right? And then she was like, she was saying that she was watching this video, and then it was a guy mocking other people who dance on TikTok, saying that they look dumb and whatnot. And then she turned to me like, oh my god, this guy is talking about you. Y'all look so dumb, like dancing on social media and whatnot. So I'm like, I literally like, did you just scream in everyone's fucking face? Because we're in a car, right? We're coupling to lunch meal with colleagues, right? Did you just screaming out loud that you are so fucking insecure that you feel you need to say something about people doing themselves? Really? So I told her, like, what's your problem? It's free. I'm expressing myself. Why does it trigger you? This is the insecure girl who literally like has nothing good to do with herself. She was like, we have this other friend from school. So I'm not a fan of her persona. So I stopped watching her Instagram story. I knew her, right? But this bitch is so ignorant that she's like, she talked shit about her persona and whatsoever. Like, it's so disgusting, it's so annoying. But then like she kept watching it, right? And coming to the point that she will tell that to me. So I'm like, can you shut the fuck up and stop talking about her to me? Because that's the reason why I knew her. And you know what this ugly bitch said to me? She's like, I know. That's why I'm annoying you too, because she annoys me. I'm like, bitch, you know that if you don't like it, you can just mute her, right? You don't have to watch her. So what the fuck is wrong with you? Ignoring people. It's so hard. They make life hard. So my other colleagues, after that, right? These basic people, oh my god, everyone in my life is giving me a hard time because they're being so stupid and fuck. Like they don't know how to deal with them. And the problem with we got put with us together in our life, in each other's life, is because I have to learn from the stupidity that, bitch, you have to fucking put out the boundary. You have to have self-love, bitch. If you don't put out the boundary, if you want to be kind to everyone, watch how your kindness invite all the stupidity to crowd your head. Yeah, you become stupid like them too. And over time, I become stupid like them too. I forgot that, oh, I was Indigo. I forgot that I can do better. I forgot that everything. But thank God that my self-awareness comes to me that I'm like, oh my God, that self-awareness in me was like, are you done being nice? Because not everyone deserves kindness. Are you done? Because until you learn how to love yourself, until you learn your worth, okay, if you know your worth, if you know you're smart, if you know you can think better, right, you don't have to put yourself in a situation to bicker with this idiocracy. Okay, you can take yourself out and talk with people on your level about something that can grow together instead of stuck here and bickering with these motherfuckers, right? But you have to learn that. So that was got to me. I have to learn that. Until I learn that, I'm gonna stuck with these people, and I'm gonna continue to invite more idiocracy into my life. But guess what? I get my self-awareness. I learned about self-love and whatnot. I saw my worth and whatnot. I'm like, I'm putting end to all this shit, right? So I'm stopping everything. I don't want to have friends who will text me asking me about stupid questions. No, I don't want to deal with that. So I take that out from my life. Stupid ex-boss, I'm like, you're so ignorant that he don't know what he was talking about. So I was made to pay this amount of money, right, to be to do tattoo apprenticeship, right? So at one point, I don't see any growth for my situation. That it was just me and him, right? So I asked him like, hey, can you like elaborate to me why you make me pay this much amount for apprenticeship? You know, because I want him just to justify, like, if you know what you're doing, you would have no trouble to justify it for me, right? To elaborate for me, right? Like, why is it this much amount of money? Like, how much is needed for what, right? But because he eyeball everything, right? Because he's ignorant, he eyeball everything, right? He took my question as a fucking attack to him instead of answering me with like, instead of elaborating to me like, oh, I need you to pay this much because of this, because of that, right? It's because he don't have that initially he didn't have that with him. He literally just scam people, right? So when I asked him that question, you can just fucking elaborate it. But he take that as a fucking attack and he attacked me back. He was become so defensive that he was like, do you think I'm scamming you? Do you think I'm scamming you? Oh my god, you're tripping 101. Bitch, you can, like, I'm asking you question. Like, you can just fucking answer me. Okay? If you have planned from the beginning, you will have, like, you would know how to answer that simple question, right? But then because you don't have that, all you do is just scamming people. So when people ask you question, you're like, you don't have the idea what I'm talking about. So you take that as a fucking attack and you attack me back. And you're like, did you just attack me? Tired. I'm tired dealing with idiots. I'm tired dealing with basic bitch, like, so average that they don't have their own ideas. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I am so generous with compliments, right? What the fuck did I just compliment you for? Like, oh my god, I was around these basic people, so much of them, that I'm like, oh my god, I compliment them, right, for their, oh my god, that's nice flash. Oh my god, that's nice accessories you done. But bitch, guess what? I compliment for what? Like, that's not even their job. That's not their original job. They literally just copy paste other people's jobs. Like, so, oh my god, being so done. I'm done. I want originality. Take me out of here. And that's me talking to myself. So I'm like, take me out of here. So I take myself out of there. I'm like, let's go. Done. He came to the point that I walk out from it. I'm like, I forgot where I was, okay? I can't walk out from it. I'm like, oh, I don't have anything. I'm worthless. They make me feel behind just because they so good at copying other people's work and they get far ahead, and they make me feel bad about me doing my own thing from scratch and like still doing progress, but because I did from scratch, right? So I'm like my pace is like this. They are here, right? So they're writing other people's path, bitch. So they feel so ahead from me, like, oh my god, we're so successful, what are you doing? And one thing about average people, mainstream and whatnot, you like, I don't blame you, it's human nature. Mainstream would prefer to something that they have idea of, like something that they used to, okay? Other people can be selling the same shit as other people do, all right? They be supporting everyone because they want something common. They don't want differences because not many people do exploration. Not many people want to experimental shit. They don't have time for that, okay? Their life is like so limited that they just want to stay in their comfort zone, all right? So being different or being exploring in something, experimenting in something different is beyond their will for ignoring average people, basic people, all right? So I'm like, okay, I'm stuck with these people and now they make me feel behind just because I do my own thing, my own original thing, starting from scratch. And they're writing other people's path and they get somewhere. So how are you comparing with me and make me feel left behind? So I told myself like, bitch, get the so I told myself like, you're done, girl. I mean, if I realized from the beginning that, oh my god, I'm an indigo child, you know what I'm saying? Having someone already like describe your characteristics and whatnot, that was the book that I've been looking for this while to understand myself. If I was told from the beginning that you are the indigo children, you're hybrid, that's why you don't match with these people, it's okay, all right? You create your own world. If I was told from the beginning that I'm this, that I don't have to go through all this shit. But by the way, that's our job. We have to go through all these hardships and whatnot, a lot more mishaps compared to normal people, because we have this awareness and we have this ability, we have this capacity that allow us to remember these pains and fight for justice. Make it stop so other people won't repeat the same shit again. That's our job. So I'm like, okay, girl, gotta do what you gotta do.